Hey guys, welcome back to FIFA 23 Brighton Korea mode, and we are here for the start of season 2. Very excited about this because again, we pretty much endure pretty much everything in the first season. Of course, at first, I do want to apologize that there's no upload yesterday. I was quite busy with my schedule, but you know what? I'm back here again with the daily upload. So yeah, quite a lot to talk about, and this episode's name is going to be Operation Clean House. You guys probably know why. I did mention about how there are so many loans being loaned out, and of course all of them are coming back as well. So I calculated it. I think there are around maybe 11 or 12 players coming back from loans. So pretty much we have quite a lot of players. Not gonna lie, because again, I don't like having such a big squad. And of course, I already signed the players that pretty much I wanted, but of course, there are a few more players that I do want to sign in this transfer window. Just so you know, there's no gameplay per se, because again, this off season it's going to be awesome. Operation Clean House, here we go. And we just have a lot of players, especially players who play out wide. And of course, you guys can see we have a tons of central midfielders, and we can only maintain probably 4 to 5 of them. And there you can see probably we have 9, and of course we are pretty much overloaded with wide players as well. Right midfielders, central attacking midfielders, and left midfielders slash wingers. Those ones needs to be sorted out as soon as possible, because based on the formation that we're playing, certainly doesn't quite suit as a left winger, right winger, even though the formation says so. I intend to play actually two attacking midfielders. That's what I wanted initially, but apparently the game just wouldn't allow you to do it. So it's kind of annoying, to be honest. So I might have to change the formation once again. Looking at a chance for help right here. Quite a lot of ex-Arsenal players: Martinez, Maitland Niles, Tavares, and of course, you guys would probably say that we are signing Arsenal rejects. Honestly, I'm not even afraid to admit it. Pretty much it is. Well, the fact that they comes in cheap, and we have 53 million, 7 million over compared to last transfer window that we had, which was 46. So we have quite a lot to work with. And of course, at the same time, I just realized the wage budget. You can allocate the wage budget and also the transfer budget. Apparently, the game just wouldn't allow you. So pretty much you have to work within the limit. So it is going to be tough. But based on the players that we're gonna sign, we're gonna sell, I think everything will be fine right here. Motor looks to be on his way out again. I didn't use him quite much, but of course he did score a last-minute winner against one of the teams. I forgot, but right here, Luis Dunk, a very unpopular opinion, but certainly I did quite talk about criticizing the speed. 44 pace is just a little bit not quite qualified in terms of my realm at the back, especially. We received 2 more offers here, Van Hake and also Undav. Again, not sure about Undav, that's the thing. But the thing is, like, when we got an offer, we want to make sure we got the most value of that player. Hopefully, we can use that money to, for a good spend. Of course, we do have Joe Gilhart, the Leeds United striker in this transfer hub right there. Most likely, if we are pretty one goes out, one comes in. That's pretty much the rule of our play. But based on what we have, outgoing is very, very important. And of course, the first player that we're gonna sign is Maitland Niles, 8.5 million. And Mikel Arteta. That doesn't look like Mikel Arteta. I'm very, very sorry, but that doesn't look like it. Even last season, FIFA 22, that Mikel Arteta, it's even more similar with the Mikel Arteta right now than before. I don't understand why the game is tend to go backwards with Arsenal players, including some of the Arsenal players as well that don't have game face. So we signed Ainsley Maitland now. Second one they want to sign is actually Max Killman again. He seems to be a very, very good, very decent left back, not left back, a center back, but of course left foot as well. Since we deploy 3 center backs, we want a naturally left-footed center back in that area, so we don't need to have a little bit of a confusion going on. So Killman will be the second sign that we have. Again, I'm very impressed with him. He is a very good player for Wolves. Currently, pretty much a day-to-day starter. Hopefully, he'll get called up to the England squad as soon as possible or in the near future. Nuno Tavares, it's going to be potentially the third sign that we have. 23-year-old, 77 rated, and I'm pretty sure right now they have Zinchenko and also Taney. I don't think they will be needing Nuno Tavares as well. But Nuno Tavares seems to be a genuine interest from Brighton. I remember it was quite a long time ago, I think. No, actually, the last summer, the rumor going around he might be going on a permanent transfer to Brighton, but turns out he went to Marseille. And he will be the third signing that we made. Of course, Billy Gilmore, it's part of the deal. Again, Gilmore, kind of short, but doesn't quite fit into what I really want as a central midfielder. I want everybody to be pretty much at least 5'11" or taller, or at least very technically gifted, very strong on the ball as well. And of course, pretty much we sorted the center backs or the defensive side of things. And you guys might be thinking, so we signed Tavares. What happened to Nicholson? You know what? A lot of people would do that. A lot of teams would do that. It's pretty much used, trying to loan out your players when you have a new players coming in. Of course, they still have a future with the club as well. But again, we are just doing some sort of a short-term mix. And Joe Gilhart right here. Undav has gone already for approximately 25 million. And right here, we decided to go for Joe Gilhart. Again, a very young, very bright star in the future for England in terms of the striker area. Again, definitely excited to have him on the board. He is quick, left-footed, pretty much tall enough. Again, similar profile with Sesko as well, which is something that I really do love. And look at him right here. An exciting prospect. That's something that we really do want to hear. Just, signing players with exciting prospects, showing great potential, but of course the first three signings that we have, Killman, Ainsley, Maitland Niles, and also Tavares, unfortunately they don't have the tag. Don't know what that exactly means, but at least we signed a very good striker, and pretty much the striker area, it's sorted at this point. And of course we have Kabarnik, the left back. Unfortunately, we have 4 left backs in general, so we don't need another one, to be honest. So there's still a lot of clean house that we need to do that. We need to sort it out as soon as possible, to be honest. And of course, coming into the preseason match, winning the first game, I believe. Actually, drawing the first game, winning the second game, and losing the third game wouldn't matter to me, to be honest. Okay, so we got one left back sold. Nicholson, it's gone. And right here, Shane Duffy seems to be going as well. Again, he used to be in the Brighton starting lineup as well, but being loaned out to Fulham last season. And Sesko is going to be gone as well. He's 19-year-old, 69 rated. Honestly, it might be a miss for me because, again, seems to be a very good player, showing great potential, potentially hitting 80 as well. But the fact that, based on formation that we play, I tend to want a more technically gifted, a playmaker in that area to kind of strengthen the productivity that we have in the formation. And looking at the youth report, again, we are still trying to sign very good players, to be honest. But the fact that recently we haven't been hit with good players, which kind of makes me a little bit upset slightly bit. But of course, today, releasing 3 Youth Academy products, unfortunately, both of them or all of them can hit the potential of 90 at all. So they're gone for good. And Duffy, apparently transfer talks has been broken down. And Leonard right here, Mark Leonard, the Scottish central midfielder, it seems to be going out of his way as well. And looking at the league table, 3 teams are being promoted in this instant. Middlesbrough is one of them, and we're Sheffield United and also Watford as well. Of course, for Watford, welcome back, and Sheffield United, welcome back as well. They were relegated 2 seasons ago or 2 years ago. Look at a calendar for September or for August. We're not playing as usual, but we're going to have a big one against Chelsea. Away from home, first game of the season. Again, it's a real test to see whether if we have improved the squad or not, whether if the outgoings are worth being sold or not as well. But right here, we receive an offer for Aiden Guerrero right here. Again, 70 rated. Seems to be a very decent player, but doesn't quite fit into my formation, or it doesn't quite fit into my vision as well. Shane Duffy received another offer right here. Again, players with low ratings, or not low ratings, but the transfer value around 5 million or below, usually I wouldn't even try to negotiate. It wouldn't quite matter a lot, to be honest. But right there, Peter Nicol, or Peter Nicholson, I think, or Peter Nicholas, correct. Peter Nicholas, again, recently got promoted as goalkeeper, but again, I signed Zavin last transfer window. So apparently we don't need Nicholas at this moment. So loaning him out for 2 years would be perfect by the time he comes back. Hopefully he is going to be around 72, 73 rated. But we will keep an eye on him. And this is going to be a big one as well. Trossard. I don't think he has a particularly very good season for us. But certainly he still can be the part of the squad for the future. But the fact that when you receive such some money, you're thinking about, okay, if for example Inter Milan meets the evaluation way above the evaluation, he is going to be gone as well. But right there, Martinez, of course, signing Maitland Niles means one of the right wing backs has to be gone. Definitely not Lamptey, but Martinez as well. Of course, loaning him out would be very beneficial for both parties as well, for him to grow a little bit more, so Maitland Niles can nurture for another 2-3 years before selling him again. We are focusing on right now getting into any type of European competition, Europa, Conference League. Honestly, it wouldn't matter. And finally, after selling quite a lot of players, we have decided to go for a central midfielders again. I don't think our central midfielders are doesn't quite fit into my model. So I decided to go for Gavi. Apparently he signed for Wolfsburg. Wolves. Honestly, I don't really know about if that is very realistic, to be honest. But unfortunately, he costs way too high. We have approximately 80 million to work with, but there's no way I'm using all 60 million just to sign one player. And decided we have gone for the second player that I really do want, that I really do admire, is actually Jacob Ramsey, the 22-year-old English international. He is 78 rated. Again, looks to be a perfect fit for my side. Even though he is not physically the strongest, but technically very gifted as well. Box-to-box midfielder that I really do enjoy to use him in the future. And just like that, he becomes our fifth signing of the season. Of course, we need another center back. We can't just have 5 senior members. We need to sign more quality center backs. And Simicon right here, it's going to be our 6th signing of the season. 29 million, 3 million over the market value right there. But again, which means potentially we might sell a little bit more center backs as well. Webster is one of them. It's on the transfer list. Might be going as well. Depends on the market out there. But Simican's gonna come on right here. So pretty much we have I would say a very nice center back pairs. We have 3 center backs in the starting lineup, which means we need at least 5 to 6 of them. At least they're quite decent. Again, we don't have European football. We don't rotate much, but we do have Carabao Cup to rotate. Looking at the report, Jacob Ramsey unfortunately has no tag. That was totally fine to me. And Sim kind of assumed he has no tag at all. Looking at the starting lineup, looks amazing, to be honest. Even though the fitness is not quite there yet, but the fact that we made quite a lot of upgrade, it's something that we should be looking into. And we are pretty much arrived in the first game of the second season here with Brighton. I'm very thrilled for that, to be honest. We make 7 signings in total, and of course all 7 signings are going to be very important. A lot of outgoings as well, and I believe their outgoings, the assets that I earned from them, definitely help us to improve and try to give us a much better future based on selling them. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in a bit.